Welcome to It Happened in Grand Prairie, Texas, for a history tape number 671, and it's going to be about water. And wouldn't you know that that would be the thing that we need very much with all of this cold things that snaps that we have going around. We would prefer to have a nice warm day real soon. And so we have two gentlemen in our viewing audience on the couch that might know exactly what to do if we get down to the nitty-gritty. And first of all, Mr. Andy White, who is the deputy assistant to the city manager, and gets more PR probably than most anyone at the city hall, other than maybe once in a while Mr. Hart will get in the way. And we want to thank you very much for agreeing to be with us, Andy White.
Thank you for having me.
You've been to a lot of places that I've been that are under the direction of the city of Grand Prairie, Texas, and the city council.
Yes, we travel in the same circle.
Yes, we really do. And we eat at the same places there at City Hall.
And we take food home after we eat.
Well, you didn't need to tell all of our secrets, but it's so wonderful to know that when I go to Dalworth to a special program that you had there, it was one of the most exciting and extending ones that I've ever attended anywhere. When I went to, when you were making a report to the people at the Dalworth, even before they started working on a new cotton picking place for y'all to meet up there.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you influencing any of that, but not with this water program?
Well, the water program is a little different. We're helping a different clientele, but they're still all citizens of Grand Prairie.
Okay. What is your role in the water program that is floating around here that we're trying to bring to a focus?
My role is really a volunteer facilitator. I am trying to facilitate getting residents of Grand Prairie and also getting the city behind it and engaging the Grand Prairie United Charities. So it's a partnership between the residents, the city, and Grand Prairie United Charity to assist our neighbors, those who are struggling with potential water problems.
Okay. The water problems they're having is not that the water's running out on the lawn or anything like that. It's the fact that they can't pay for their water. Is that it?
Yes. It's not a lack of water or wastewater. It's inability to pay their monthly water bill. And we're talking about real problems, not those just who decide not to pay, but a person that really want to pay but
are
have
unable.
Not the means.
Yes. My challenge to you is that you help us bring into focus this as one of the ways that we need to do to get to them, not only on just a program about the water department, we're putting it on about the people that have the needs, right?
Yes. If you take a look at Grand Prairie, we have about 45,000 water meters or water customers or homes in the city. Probably 3% of the people in Grand Prairie are unable, for some reason, they are unable to pay their water bill on a monthly basis, which means that they not only get their water cut off, and not because we are mean, but they have to follow the policy. They get their water cut off, and then there's a cutoff fee, and then there's a reconnect fee. So what we are trying to do...
You're doubling their cost of the water by cutting it off and turning it back on, even if they get it with a contribution?
Well, you think we are doubling it, but they are unable to pay, so it's really their decision. It's not ours. We have a policy that we have to follow. But good Doug here, there sometimes they may waiver that, but that's not the issue. The issue that we're trying to address is we're trying to make funds available for those who just cannot meet their water payment. We want to assist them. So we have the water assistance program.
All right. Now that we have this program going and that you are helping, even though maybe you're not particular in the water department other than an overall view of it, like the city manager and other people that are involved in running the city. But do you feel that all of this is really, really necessary to bring just $1 back, a donation of $1? Are you satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied if we all work together.
Okay.
Because if 10%, and I mean just 10% of our residents,
Regular
people, if they would give us $1 a month added to their water bill, that would equate to $4,500 that we could have to assist those who are unable to pay their water bill. Now, we're not going to pay their water bill for a whole year. We're talking about paying their water bill for 1 month. And in addition to paying their water bill, we want to send them to a financial planning education process that will help them not only pay that water bill, but learn how to balance their monies throughout the year so their water bill will be paid throughout the year rather than just at one time.
Will you in any way stop their use of excess water used in their home?
We will educate them on that, but it's not a matter of wastewater or excess water. It's just a water availability when you can't pay for a small amount and your water get cut off. When you have no water, wasting water is not the issue.
Mm-hmm. Well, I worry a little bit about what part of the water that you have control over, and so I'm going to go over here and talk in just a little bit to Doug. But I'm going to. Would you like to introduce Doug Cooney?
We have and Doug.
And do you know his title?
I know what we call him, but he can probably tell you best his title because he's a utility water customer service manager.
Oh,
yes,
exactly right.
That sounds real formal, doesn't it?
Well, that's who he is.
And do you require him to give $1 each?
No, because he's a Fort Worth resident and he doesn't use our water. So
but we can make one-time contributions anytime we want,
yes.
and we have.
All right, let me talk to him real personally now. Doug, give us your real title one more time. I'm checking him out.
I'm the customer service manager in the water department.
How long have you held that job?
10 years.
10 years. And you were with them when they did their first, I guess, use of the public to ask them for
Yes.
this. When did they start that program?
Oh, that must be 8 or 9 years ago. Maybe Andy knows the date. We've had the program in existence for a while, but what Andy's brought to us and with his leadership is reinvigorating the program because it had sort of fallen on tough times.
Mm-hmm. In other words, you did that for what, a month or 2 months or what?
We would allow people to donate this entire time. The best way it works is if they agree, we'll add $1 to their water bill for as long as they say for it to continue.
In other words, they'll give you a time that they'll let you do that to their account.
Right.
Okay.
And they will continue to contribute every month until they stop.
Until they stop sending
until they
you money.
choose to. Mm-hmm.
Or they call you and tell you to stop taking it from my...
It's attached to the water bill. If a person consents and wishes to help in this way, we would add $1 to the water bill. So whenever they pay the water bill, $1 goes to the program.
Now, I understood then that the way that you get your people like that is from the United Charities. Are they still on board with you for this?
They've been great partners. And another point I'd like to bring up, Andy's mentioned additional services that Grand Prairie United Charities is providing. But they are funded for those services elsewhere. Every penny that a Grand Prairie customer gives to its neighbor, it goes to water support, directly to pay the water bill. There are no expenses taken out of that dollar whatsoever.
In other words, they can count on that much for as long as they give you permission to take it from their account.
Exactly.
Boy, that's a lot of book work, isn't it?
It is sometimes, but worth it.
Well, tell me about your association with the United Charities. What do they do for you?
Well, like I say, it's the partnership between the city and Grand Prairie United Charities. Our customers, with appeals from us and Grand Prairie United Charities, agree to donate this money, and then the United Charities actually screens the customers for need.
Oh, they screen. They
Yes.
have a screening responsibility.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. And how long have y'all been doing that with them since you originally had the program?
Right. Do you know
Yes, we have been doing this not only for water, but we do it for electric and gas. So we have the information on all of the customers that come to us for need. So this is just adding on an additional question to ask them about their
Yeah.
needs. So,
But we're not worried about their electricity and other things right now. This program is the
it's
one
strictly for water.
strictly for water. Okay, and the United Charities. Who do you all work with in concert with what you all are doing?
Debbie Blueball.
Debbie Blueball?
Yes, she is a director of Grand Prairie United Charities, and we work together. I'm on the board, so we work together to make sure that the proper screening is done for every person that come and say they have a need.
All right.
Because we want to make sure of two things. One is that we help them keep their water on, and the second is that they're educated about how they can understand financial planning, so they can on their own keep their water on.
Does United Charities help you with your program where you are doing this teaching situation?
Yes, they run the class. They're actually the one that do the financial planning class for us.
Oh,
Because as a city, we don't have the resources to do that. So that's a responsibility that they have accepted. They will help the customer, and none of the money touches their hands. The money is put in a special account.
yes.
And when we tell the water department to release the funds to help this person, then that's how the funds are utilized. But that's after the screening process and the education process.
You know, that's a lot of deep help from individuals, isn't it?
But if you really want to help someone, you're going to have to help them more than just give them a handout. You're
Yes.
going to have to teach them how to live rather than just how to go pay a bill.
Now, when you get to that part and you say, now we're going to teach you these things, where do you go to do all of this, and who's in charge of that?
That's done at the United Charities facilities.
Oh, good. In
Yes,
other words,
that's
they're
all
that
done. When
part.
they come down to apply,
Yes.
then they sign up for the class.
Uh-huh.
And the class is taught right on that premises. They don't have to go anyplace else.
And that's here in the water department area, or where?
No, that's at 1417 Desmond Street at the
that's
Grand Prairie United Charities
United
facility.
Charities down there on your way to the lake, if you happen
On
to
the
keep,
way to the lake
Yeah.
or the golf course if you happen to
Yeah.
be driving that direction.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, y'all got a complicated thing for a little old lady in tennis shoes to sit up here and ask you all the right questions.
Well-
because I thought that. Well, I don't know why I thought that, so I won't tell you what I thought because that was a mistake. So
Yeah, but the best place to do it is the one-stop shop. When you apply
Yeah.
and you give us all of your information as to why you need this,
why I just must have it. I've got to have water,
you got to have water.
and I don't
Then-
have any money.
Then we want to understand why you don't have any money, and will you be able to pay your bill going forward if we help you now? And let us sit down and talk to you about your financial situation overall, not just about this month, so we can help you become a better citizens and able to pay you all of your bill, not just that one.
Now, who's going to run this school one more time?
Grand Prairie United Charity is responsible for the financial planning class that every customer must go through.
That
if they
leaves the
want us to
city
get
of Grand Prairie out from being that.
That leaves us out from that.
Well, they're the most important thing that you have cooking here, aren't they?
Well, they are the one that are serving the customers and meeting their needs, and they are the one
Have to
that are
teach
in the
them what
best
to do.
position based on the information that they have received, then they can tell them what their overall planning process should be.
Technically, y'all are just handling the money.
Technically, we are just campaigning to get our residents to help give us some money.
Give you the money.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would like for you, first of all, to look out into your camera that says guest.
Guest. Okay.
You can read that.
I see.
And I want you to look out there, and I want you to make a pledge to them that the work that you're doing is really helped if they will cooperate and if they will do plus more, and tell them what plus more you need.
Here's the issue. We have probably 900 residents in the city of Grand Prairie that water is currently cut off. And what we would like to do, and the average water bill is maybe $83 a month. And what we would like to do is to prevent customers from being shut off. And the way to do that is for those of us who have enough money to add $1. This is a strictly volunteer, it is not mandatory, but we ask you to add $1 per month. Or you can do like I do and give one plus, or give a little more if you can afford it, just to help our neighbors make sure that their water on. You know, if your heat is off, you can put on a blanket. If it's too hot, we can give you a fan. But hygiene is something that every child and every parent need, and when you don't have water, it's a tough situation. So will you help us help our neighbors by joining up? It is a very simple process. You can call the water department, give them your name and address, and they'll add $1 to your bill. We will not take your dollar unless you want to give it. And then you can tell us how long you want to give it. If you want to do it for 1 year, at 1 year. If you want to do it for 6 months, 6 months, 5 years, whatever you want to do, that's what we will work with you. And every penny, and Doug said it earlier, every penny of the money that is collected go to paying the water bill.
Now, this has nothing to do with the group that, the other group that is involved in this. They don't have anything to do with saying how much money and when and all of that, the information that you've just given us.
Yes, because Grand Prairie United Charity is the one that determines how much help a person will receive.
Yes.
We just are asking you to put money in a pot so when they come to us,
match
the money will be there available. Yes.
That's good. Thank you very much. Now, you're next. I want you to look out into that and tell them exactly how much you appreciate knowing all of this and trying to help the groups that are in charge of all of these things and give them a sell.
Well, we see these customers every day, and we hear all kinds of hard stories. We're going through some tough economic times.
Yes.
And we all know this. And so if some of you can help us by that extra dollar, if you can't, we certainly understand. But if you can, and we group together, as Andy said, 10% of our customers could produce some serious money that could help lots of families. And we want to be part of it. May is going to be our Helping Hands Month. If you call us, you come by our drive-through or the counter. We'll answer any questions you have and be eager to sign you up if you are willing. And I thank you.
And do you have any information on how to get in touch with Debbie Blueball and their address and their phone number and all of this?
Do you have that?
Yes, Debbie Blueball can be reached at 972-262-2014, extension 11 if you want to talk to her directly.
All right. Now,
and she's located at 1417 Dismond Street off of East 14 in Grand Prairie, Texas.
And that is United Charities.
That's his Grand Prairie United Charities.
Okay. And is there anything else that we ought to tell them that
There's
they should
a number that Doug would give you that if anyone wants to sign up, they can just pick up the phone and call, and we'll sign you up right over the phone. We make it easy for you. And
That's our main customer service number at 972-237-8200.
8200.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me put that on your name. Okay. Now, is there anything else that we ought to know that, shall I turn this over to my prayer session on Saturday morning, that we need all the help we can get?
We definitely need all the help we can get, and we are running a special promotion during the month of May. And as Doug indicated earlier, we're going to be asking at the window when you come in. We're going to ask you if they're a new customer when you sign up. We're going to ask you if you come through the drive-through. We're only going to ask you one time to make a contribution. And this is strictly a volunteer effort. If you want to give, you can give monthly by adding to your water bill, or you can make a one-time contribution, however you want to help. But I tell you, please help.
Just please help.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say?
I think he did a great job.
I think it's just wonderful. I think y'all are going to help as much as anything by having Debbie Blueball and her group, because she has helped us in so many other ways, and taking this on will take a lot of volunteer service in her direction, won't it?
Yes.
What if they go to her first before they come to you all?
Well, we work together as a team, so it doesn't matter. If they come to us first, we're going to send them to Debbie, because she has to do all of the background work.
Of the background work.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
So to make it easy, go to her first.
All right.
There's another issue that's come up recently with some of our customers. They're receiving letters from insurance companies offering insurance for their private water and wastewater lines. And usually it's quite official looking, and it quotes city ordinances, and it states customer responsibility for their private water services, even what's in the yard, all the way to the meter. That's true. But some people have gotten the impression that the city requires this insurance or encourages this insurance. The city absolutely does not require this insurance. It's a private insurance situation. Every consumer should evaluate their own situation, look at the policy, what does it cost, what are the exclusions. It may be worth it to some customers and not to others, but certainly the city does not take a position on this, and the city does not require it. So, as always, if you should get one of these letters and have questions, we're always available to help you look through it together and discuss your options at our customer service number, which is 972-237-8200, any business day from 8 to 5.
I want to thank you for being on the show today.
Okay.
And since you're a young man, I just think it's really wonderful that you do not only your part, but you do the part of several others, if you can just get a hold of them.
Yeah, I'll try to mold men.
That's it. That's it.
To be fishermen of men.
Doug,
Thank you
thank
so much
for being here to substantiate
Pleasure.
the real reason why we want to do things like that is because it's just the way we are.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that right?
That's the way we are.
That's the way we are. Well, I thank y'all for being on the show today, and God bless you for your future. Thank you for watching our show. Give us your attention and help us to do good things for the people of Grand Prairie that are in bad need to save their water. And thank you for watching our show.